Hello, this is Dr. TJ Ammons. I'm the owner and operator of Champion Adjusters and also the author of How to Get Started, Get Work, and Make Money as an Insurance Adjuster. Just want to drop this quick video to talk about auto adjusting today. But first, I just want to say thank you for everybody who's been watching my videos, who's liked my Facebook page, who has bought my book, took a look at my book. I just love getting great feedback as far as people finding, getting their first deployment, finding jobs. Getting into the field of insurance adjusting, it definitely is an awesome field to be into. It's a great way to make a good income, an excellent income for your family. It is highly competitive, but that's why I wrote my ebook, to give people a head start, some information to truly decide if insurance adjusting is for them and how to get ahead quickly and get their first deployment, be effective, all the above. So thank you all for just supporting my channel and book, Facebook page. Definitely, I appreciate all you guys. Now, today I want to talk about auto adjusting. When I first started in insurance adjusting a little over 5 years ago, I was told that whatever you do, do not take an auto assignment. Don't be an auto adjuster. You're not going to make a lot of money, yada, yada, yada. And a lot of people at the time were pushing to get into property because they felt they can make the big bucks, which was true with different storms. One thing I realized that, when a hailstorm hits and I get called to go work hail, hailstorms usually affect a 2 square mile area. So you might have 10 to 40,000 houses affected, because it definitely moves a little bit. But then also, if you think about it, you have all those houses that have cars, then apartment buildings that have cars, businesses that have cars in front of them, people that are driving that area. So, you may have 10 to 40,000 houses affected, but you may have over 100,000 cars that are affected. Maybe a lot more, So that's something to consider. So, auto claims usually generates a little more work. What I found is that people that work in auto usually work longer assignments. If they're working inside, like at a call center, they usually work longer. If they're working outside, those assignments tend to be shorter, because you can look at more cars and you can look at houses. So those assignments go a little quicker. Usually what I've seen for auto assignments as far as working outside property, like looking at hail, it's usually 4 to 6 weeks. So the pay is usually around $350 to $550 a day. For inside auto adjusting, I've seen the pay usually around $330 a day and up around the same $550. But what a lot of auto adjusting the auto adjusting pay has turned to is hourly. I've seen anywhere between $24 to $36 an hour, but you have to think about it. You're working longer hours, you're getting time and a half. So you can make, between $1,800 to, $2,500 a week, as far as auto adjusting, working at a call center. And one of the great things is the auto adjustment call center positions, they usually come with longer contracts. If you're working with like a State Farm, it's like 3 months, 6 months, a year. Some people have been working for them for like 2 years. So those are longer assignments, guaranteed. And it just makes you more comfortable, because when you get a property assignment, you don't know if you're going to be gone for 4 weeks or, 2 months and stuff like that. You just don't know. But with these auto assignments, you have a start date, you have an end date usually. And so you can kind of plan around that. You can get a lease. You have to get a hotel. That you're going to be here getting a certain amount of pay for a certain time. So it just kind of, gives you a little more information. So how do you become an auto adjuster? Same process as becoming a claims adjuster in most states. You get your license. And after that, the first thing you want to do is get your State Farm auto certification. So how do you do that? You have to sign up with one of the major independent catastrophe companies, so like Pilot Catastrophe or Eberls. And once you do that, once you get in their system, you can go into the training calendar. Once you go in the training calendar, what you do is you look for the next State Farm auto certification date. You register and sign up for that. In most cases, it's free, which is awesome. And so what you do is they give you some study materials. You make sure you read them over many times and understand the material. It's like a 2-day course. On the second day, you take the test. They let you know that day. Usually, if you pass the test, you get your certification. It's pretty quick. And then once you pass the test, you're eligible to work for State Farm, which is the largest independent, it's the largest carrier that hires independent adjusters as far as for auto, I believe. And they pay very well as well. So that's one thing to consider. So one of the great ways to hop in auto adjusting with no experience, zero experience, is taking that State Farm auto certification. Then once you take that, you also have to sign up with CAT adjusting companies that are contracted with State Farm. That's the key. So if you're like, hey, I applied at all these companies and then they're not contracted with State Farm and you have a State Farm auto cert, you can't be upset because they don't have a contract, and you also want to know what position they're contracted in. Are they in first position, second position, third position? Because first position, they may have like, 1,000, responsible for 1,000 contractors. Second position, maybe 200, fifth position may be like, oh, once in a blue moon, they may call them for 10. So if you're signing with a contractor for only, that they're contracted with 10 State Farm jobs, you're not going to get that call. So that's something you have to realize. You have to, when you contact these companies, you have to find out what position they're in. I know Eberl's, E-B-E-R, or Eberl claim, E-B-E-R-L claim, and Pilot Catastrophe. They're in, like, I believe the last time I checked, they were like first and second position, but that does change. I know there's a call center in Allen, Texas. There's another call center in Florida. I can't remember the name of the city right now. But these are just things to help you get started in auto adjusting. Because remember, auto adjusting, the contracts can tend to be longer. The work is segmented. So what do I mean by segmented? So sometimes, in some cases, you handle the claim from start to finish, but with auto claims, as far as independent adjusters, State Farm also hires people for non-catastrophe work as well, which means that you can still be a CAT adjuster but working their non-CAT claims. And that way you still get a long assignment, so there's a lot more work. There's always auto accidents, different things like that. So you can work total loss, you can work, hail, you can work, just the first part of the claim as far as, talking to the insurer, seeing what happened. You can also work just looking up information, doing rental reservations, different things like that. So auto adjusting is a great way to get in because so many people start insurance adjuster trying to get property jobs and they just totally dismiss, being an auto adjuster. So definitely check it out. Auto adjusting is a really great way to break into the insurance adjusting industry. Once you have worked some claims, you'll feel more comfortable, more confident. And then if a property assignment comes along, you can take it. But many people make an excellent income, 6 figures a year, just working auto claims. State Farm also have a center in Minnesota. I think they're doing some, larger deals in Dallas as well. State Farm is definitely like a huge viable thing to get your State Farm auto certification. Also get your State Farm property certification as well. But State Farm auto, you'll definitely have opportunities. You just have to make sure you're signed up with the right companies that provide work for State Farm. All right. Hopefully that was some great helpful